All right. You might have already heard Crazy side of the story and how things came to be. Now we get to hear from the champ himself. Some people call him the GOAT. I call him Ron. What's up, fam? We got the champ in the building. March 6th, PowerSlap 18. It's going down. Can someone finally knock this GOAT off the mountain? Only time will tell. And we get his thoughts on the whole thing. Such a good conversation. So happy he was able to do it. Everybody, grab a beverage, stay confident, stay positive, listen, watch, and always remember 3, 2, 1. That's a knockout.
3, 2, 1, yeah, that's a knockout. They call me kamikaze, put you in heaven's lobby. On gas, no brakes, you can never stop me. Nah, no, you can never stop me. Yeah, cause I'm the power slap king.
Slap some, baby! Hey, what's good, fam? Ron, looks like the sun's shining where you're at. You doing all right?
Yes, sir. They said there's a snowstorm this weekend, so I think everybody's just out getting ready for it.
Yeah, dude, we're similar here in Utah, but hey, for the time being, let's bring some heat. You ready? All right, everybody. Welcome to Slap Son. We got the champ in the building. He's coming back March 6th, baby. PowerSlap 18. Can Crazy knock him off? People have tried, and more have tried, and they have failed. Let's talk to him. Ron, Wolverine, Bata! Ron, hey, man.
How's it going, bud?
Going very well. I was just telling you, thanks for coming on during the middle of the day.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. I have to ask because there were so many rumors around what was going to go with this title shot. Was it going to be a rematch with Allen? Was it going to be maybe somebody we're not thinking of? And then all of a sudden, Crazy comes down, literally 200 pounds in weight to get the opportunity to face you. Were you surprised? Was this expected? How did all this come together, man?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I was surprised. I thought Crazy Hawaiian was going to stop at heavyweight. Then when he broke the news that he's going to light heavyweight, I figured he'd be a match for me. I didn't think he'd be my next one. I was hoping Allen would get the rematch. I mean, if I'm being honest, you know, I know whenever I beat Turpin in that close match, our first time meeting, they gave him the immediate rematch. So I was hoping they'd do that for Allen just because it's something I wanted as well. But, I mean, they ended up giving me the Crazy Wine. And I mean, that's a hell of a matchup. I mean, it's a great match to promote. I mean, I remember the Crazy Wine starting the same night I did. So, and he's gone on. He's faced, Zales from Slap Fighting Championship. He's faced, Dumpling a couple times. So, I mean, big names in the sport, and the Crazy Wine's been there through it all. So, I mean, it'll be a fun matchup for me.
Yeah, dude, I appreciate the honesty, man. I think, yeah, you were very vocal about, giving Allen another shot. And usually when a match is lauded as much as yours and Allen was, I mean, they were saying it was the greatest match in Power Slap history, that kind of thing. I would agree. I think that was what was on people's mind initially. But then time started to pass, and it was kind of like, what are we doing? What are we doing? And it is fun to see this matchup. It's very promotable, like you said. Shout out to Allen for being a bit more patient. I mean, the fight game is brutal, and you guys put on such a great show. We can see how that rematch would make sense. But here we are. We've got Crazy coming. Do you feel like his weight is such a massive change, man? I mean, the power might still be there, but do you feel his chin will still be there?
I'm not gonna say it is or ain't. I mean, I don't think he'll take the shots as good as I think he'll still take shots, just as good as he does. I just don't think he'll take them the way he used to. But yeah, I still think the power will be there. I mean, he's still a big guy. Hell, I remember him even telling me, when he was growing up before he put all the weight on, he was a strong guy. And And he's a strong guy at super heavyweight, so I can't imagine that changed, even now. So, um, yeah, I'm just gonna have to hope that his chin didn't quite come down with the weight yet, and then I can get lucky on that. Because yeah, I mean, I know his power will be there.
Yeah. No, very well said, dude. It's funny. Literally, man, like a few minutes ago, we just dropped the interview with Crazy, and dude, he's got nothing but love for you. He mentioned the same thing you did. You guys started on the same day. You know, you've been there since the beginning, even even before PowerSlap, right? And he had a lot. It was all praise. He called you the GOAT. He really respects you. Called you a humble champion. All these things, but he does say he's coming for it. So where do you see this playing out leading up to the fight? Do you think it's just gentleman's business as usual, or do you think it might get a bit more riotous, given that his personality is a little bit is so big, and you're kind of this quieter guy? Do you think that would clash as this leads up?
I don't think so. I mean, most, I mean, even like whenever back in Power Slap 3, whenever I went against AJ's got one of them kind of persona. I mean, everybody, a lot of the guys I've faced have that persona where they're out, they're energetic, they're trash talking. But I mean, most guys don't really do it with me. I mean, AJ didn't. Obviously the Crazy Hawaiian hasn't yet. The only one that did was Turpin, and I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, most people are pretty humble towards me. So, and I do appreciate that because I'm not that outgoing, spoken person. So, I'm hoping it'll just stay what it is. I imagine there'll be a little bit of trash talk from them, which is, I mean, we're getting ready to go at it. I mean, it's a hell of a matchup. So, I mean, I expect it, but I mean, I don't expect him to get all personal with it.
Yeah, I would agree, man. I think leading up to it, the energy is going to be what it is, you know, and I just think it's funny, right? Because I mean, as a fan, for me personally, I really didn't expect this to go down. Because you hear a lot of shit, you know. You probably hear more than most because you're literally in it, champion of the sport. But you never know what they're
I
gonna
can promise
do.
y'all hear
And
more than
so
I do. I try to keep to myself and stay away from it all.
that's fair. That's fair, man. That's fair. Um, but either way, it's a fun surprise. I actually do want to talk to Alan. You know, I might hit him up with a DM today, just get his thoughts. But Ron, man, your career is like, I don't know if storied's the right word, but man, you've just been the man for so long. And then you take that step back, saying, I retire, somebody else to have the belt, you know, it's their time. And then you come back and you still solidify, I'm that guy. I'm the guy. So do do we see this just keep going along throughout 2026? Is it just in you to keep going until you physically just can't do it anymore?
No, I sat down and I did talk with Justin and them. They had me sign another 6 match deal, and but they told me, I mean, they already told me they knew my plans were to leave after my last 6 match deal. So they said I can opt out of my contract early if I choose to. So I still planned on sticking with my 3 matches I had left in my old contract, and you know, them being done. Man, I'm just happy they, every time they, want to offer something new or anything, they offer me a new contract. So I'm happy they take care of me. But no, I don't want to keep doing this until I can't no more, or until something bad actually does happen, or until I get knocked out. Because I mean, there's a lot of up and coming, new light heavyweights that are, you know, almost not would say half my age, but they're 20, 21 years old, and they're hungry for it. Whereas I've been here. I'm not exactly hungry for it no more. I'm just wanting to keep on doing what I'm doing until I'm done. So
Yeah, yeah, for sure, man. That's good insight, bro. That's good insight. So they still love you over there. They offer you the deal, you take it. But if there ever comes a point, you know, for whatever reason, and you feel like, okay, my heart is telling me, all right, now I'm really done. I'm going to walk. That you have that option, dude. I think that's awesome.
yeah,
So is it just literally going to be match by match? Or is there something in you that says, no, I can go through this next 6 fights and then call it? Or is it just a match by match kind of a thing?
Uh, no, I mean, I think I got 3. I wanted 3 more matches because I was left on my old contract, and that's what me and my wife have talked about, and my family, because my family's all been worried, and they don't like me going up there and taking hits and stuff. So
Sure.
I told them 3 matches, and so I think that's what we're gonna stick with, and I mean that's the Crazy Hawaiian. And, there's a couple other new guys. I mean, I know Logan had a big knockout against Russell,
Yeah, he did.
and then, Allen, you know, I wanted another rematch with him. So I mean, we'll see, we'll see who's next after the Crazy Hawaiian. So I mean, but yeah, I'm looking forward to this matchup.
Very cool, man. Very cool. Yeah, it's good to be self-aware like that as well, man. Sometimes in this fight game, fighters are just so passionate, and it's such. I'll I, I'll never know that feeling, but to walk out on a stage and have tens, 15, 18,000 people cheer for you. They say that's the most addictive drug in the world. If they could put that in a bottle, everyone would be taking it. And so sometimes strikers, fighters, they just cling to that. And so, to be honest with you, bro, it's kind of nice to hear somebody say, "No, I know what I'm about. I know who I am, and this is what I'm going to take because you're the big dog on the scene. The young puppies are coming up and they're hungry, and you're willing to give them that opportunity, man. That's huge."
Well, then I don't want to sit here and I mean, I keep winning, I keep doing all this, and I don't want to sit here and ride it down to the bottom either. I don't want to lose once and then lose again. And, I mean, I've had you know, I, I've lost some matches along the way, but I feel like I've been successful overall, and I don't want to sit here and ride it to the bottom. So, and I mean, I know I'm taking shots worse. So, I mean, I know. I mean, at some point I got to give it up, and I figured 3 matches. That's what we anticipated before re-signing the deal, and that's what I'm gonna stick with.
Very cool, man. Very cool. Have you got a special spot in your place where you hang those belts?
No, they still just sit in the, they give you that, I don't even know what kind of fabric it is, but it's that soft, like, belt holder thing. I got quite a few of them just
Okay.
sitting in the closet.
Dude, Ron, I fucking love you, man. You're the coolest guy, dude. You're just like, yeah, I got these belts. They gave me a fancy bag, and they're in the
Uh,
closet. That's where they should be, man.
well, I got
when
I
you're,
got my first one. My wife's wanted to make a shadow box of it. My first one with
there we
with
go.
AJ, and then we still got the boots. Before I bought the new ones, and then so my original ones, and she's wanting to make a shadow box of all that whenever I'm doing. So
I love it, dude. I love it. Hey, shout out Wifey for saying, hey, we should probably shadow box this thing and make it, put it in the wall. Dude, so cool, bro. So cool. Well, man, it's funny, right? Like, we've talked several times now. I feel like I really have got to know you a little bit. And so when we have these interviews, there's only so many questions I can ask you about the match, that you haven't already answered or been asked. And so to get a little insight into your personal space with the belts, that's fantastic, dude. I appreciate that. That's awesome.
yeah.
What do your kids think, dude?
They're excited. We're actually gonna try to fly them out there for this one. So I mean,
Oh,
they've
nice.
been they've been waiting since the beginning to go see one. We told them the last one, and then we ended up being overseas, so they couldn't do that one. We had told them the one against Vern because it was supposed to be in Vegas, and then they moved it overseas. So, um, we're planning on taking them to this one, and I told my wife, hell, this is a hell of a matchup to take them to anyway. As far as slap fighting goes, I mean, you got 2 big names, you know, for this matchup, and I mean, I'm excited for it, and I'm sure the kids will be too.
Wow. So is this the first time the kiddos have ever seen you get up there?
For
Like with SFC, Power
oh,
Slap,
for
anytime?
PowerSlap, they've been to Slap Fight Championship and watched me there, but yeah, PowerSlap, this would be the first one.
Okay, very cool, man. They're probably, yeah, I can already picture it. They're probably very excited to see Dad get
Yeah,
up
I love that, and it's just a trip to Vegas. We took a family vacation to Vegas last year. I think they're excited to watch the match, but they're excited to get another trip to Vegas too. So
there. Very cool. Yeah, you're gonna have to keep them away from like Eminem World and all that kind of
yeah,
shit, man. I love it, dude. Well, hey, Ron, I don't want to keep you too much longer, brother. You know, middle of the day, I'll let you get back to it. But I want to say, like I said, when they first announced it and it dropped today, you know, because there was some anticipation, but when it finally dropped and that reel showed up on my feed, I legit got chills. I could not be more excited for this matchup. It's one for the history books in Power Slap. And brother, thank you so much for coming on.
thank you, bud. Yeah, I appreciate it. Anytime, just let me know, and I enjoy it.
Okay. Well, let's hang out for a bit while this bitch uploads. And yeah, everybody, watch this man, follow this man. It's going down March 6th. Power Slap 18, Fontainebleau. The title's on the line. Let's go.